Welcome to my channel, The World Coin. Hello and welcome, coin lovers. This channel is dedicated to the fascinating world of coins from every corner of the globe. From ancient currency to modern mints, rare finds to everyday coins, we explore their history, design, and hidden stories. So subscribe now and join our growing community of coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and curious minds. I have 3 videos of 1 cent. So let's get started. The United States 1-cent coin of 1971, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, is one of the most circulated, most produced, and widely recognized coins in American history, carrying with it not only monetary value but historical importance, artistic design excellence, and numismatic interest. This coin belongs to the legendary Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909, marking the 100th birth anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln, the great leader who guided America through the Civil War and ended slavery. Since 1909, the Lincoln cent became a permanent symbol of honor, respect, and patriotism in America, and by the year 1971, the design had already been in use for more than 60 years, still loved and still meaningful. The obverse side, or front side, of the 1971 penny features the dignified portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, appear subtly on the coin. Above Lincoln's head is the national motto, "In God We Trust," symbolizing faith and national unity. On the left side of his face lies the powerful word, liberty, representing freedom, rights, and the foundation of American democracy. On the right side of the coin is the date, 1971, and below or near the date appears the mint mark if the coin was struck outside Philadelphia. This portrait of Lincoln has remained iconic, making the penny instantly recognizable even to people who know little about American coins. The reverse side, or back side, of the 1971 penny displays the beautiful and famous Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., designed by Frank Gasparro. Above the building appears, "United States of America," boldly declaring the nation's identity. Just above the memorial sits the motto, "E pluribus unum," meaning, out of many, one, symbolizing unity among diversity. At the bottom of the coin appears the denomination, 1 cent, making the value clear. One special and interesting fact is that inside the memorial, if you use magnification, you can actually see a tiny engraved statue of Abraham Lincoln seated inside, making this one of the only coins in the world where the same person appears on both sides of the coin. The 1971 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighing around 3.11 grams with a diameter of 19 millimeters and a smooth plain edge. Since it is copper-based, many 1971 pennies today show different color tones depending on age and environmental exposure. Some remain bright red copper, some become reddish-brown, and older circulated ones often turn dark brown, each color representing its age journey. The 1971 penny was struck in 3 United States mints: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with D, and San Francisco with S. Philadelphia produced over 1 billion coins, Denver nearly 3 billion, and San Francisco minted regular coins and special proof coins for collectors. Proof coins are sharper, shinier, mirror-like, and specially made for numismatic enthusiasts, not for daily use. Because billions were made, most 1971 pennies are common in normal condition and usually worth face value in circulation. However, condition matters a lot in coin collecting. A coin kept beautifully preserved, shiny, scratch-free, called uncirculated, becomes more valuable. Mint state-graded coins with high grades like Mississippi 65 or higher can fetch more collector value. Proof coins, especially in perfect condition, are even more desirable. But what truly makes the 1971 penny special and sometimes valuable are its rare air varieties. The most famous is the 1971 double die obverse, where the letters "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date appear double due to a minting die error. Strong double die pennies can be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on grade and clarity. There is also a rare 1971 S-proof double die, extremely valuable among collectors. Other errors include off-center strikes, misaligned dies, clipped planchettes, die cracks, and broad strikes, and such unusual mint mistakes turn ordinary pennies into rare collectibles. Historically, the 1971 penny belongs to a time when the United States economy still used copper in coins. Just a few years later, in 1982, the composition changed to mostly zinc with only a thin copper layer due to rising metal costs. Therefore, the 1971 penny represents one of the last strong years of true copper pennies. Collectors love copper pennies for their solid feel, sound, weight, and classic numismatic character. For collectors, value depends on mint mark, condition, rarity, error type, and grading. A normal 1971 circulated penny may often be worth 1 cent, but a brilliant uncirculated one can be worth more. A proof coin, especially a perfect cameo proof, increases in worth. A genuine strong double die variety can reach high auction values. Thus, every 1971 penny should be carefully checked before assuming it is ordinary. Emotionally and historically, the 1971 penny is more than metal. It represents Lincoln's leadership, America's struggle, unity, economic history, and evolution of minting technology. It traveled through millions of hands, witnessed countless purchases, memories, pockets, and lives. Some sat in jars, some in wallets, some saved by collectors, some passed down generations. Each 1971 penny carries silent history and untouched stories. So the 1971 United States 1-cent coin stands as a strong reminder of heritage, respect, economy, art, design tradition, and timeless numismatic fascination. From its shining copper glow to its meaningful inscriptions, from its billion coin production to its rare hidden treasures, from everyday pocket change to prized collectible, the 1971 Lincoln penny remains alive in coin history forever. Next video. The United States 1-cent coin of 1974, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, is one of the most famous, widely produced, and historically important coins in American history, representing not only the value of 1 cent but also the story of President Abraham Lincoln, the American economy, minting technology, and the heritage of one of the longest-running coin designs in the world. The 1974 penny belongs to the Lincoln Cent series, which began in 1909 to honor the 100th birth anniversary of Abraham Lincoln, the great president who led the United States through the Civil War and helped preserve the nation, earning eternal respect. By 1974, this coin design had already been in circulation for more than 6 decades, yet it was still strong, meaningful, respected, and loved by both the American public and coin collectors around the world. The obverse side, or front side, of the 1974 United States penny features the classic, dignified portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right, designed by Victor David Brenner, a renowned sculptor. Above Lincoln's head appears the powerful motto, "In God We Trust," symbolizing national faith, commitment, and unity. On the left side of Lincoln's profile appears the word, "Liberty," representing the foundation principle on which the United States was built: freedom, independence, and equal rights. On the right side of the coin appears the date, 1974, making the year of minting clear, and just below or beside the date you may find a mint mark depending on where the coin was produced. This portrait of Lincoln is so iconic that even people who do not know much about coins can still easily recognize it. The reverse side of the 1974 penny displays the majestic Lincoln Memorial, located in Washington, D.C., designed by Frank Gasparo. Above the building appears the inscription, "United States of America," proudly declaring the nation. Just above the memorial building sits the Latin motto, "E pluribus unum," meaning, "out of many, one," symbolizing the unity of states, people, and cultures under one nation. At the bottom appears the denomination, 1 cent, making it clear that this coin represents the lowest yet most historically rich denomination in U.S. currency. One of the most fascinating details is that if you look very carefully with magnification, you can actually see a tiny engraved statue of Abraham Lincoln seated inside the memorial, making this coin unique because the same person appears on both sides. The 1974 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams, with a diameter of approximately 19 millimeters and a smooth plain edge. Because of its copper composition, the coin often develops different tonal colors over time. Some remain shiny red if preserved carefully, some become reddish-brown, and circulation-worn coins gradually become darker brown. These natural color transformations give every 1974 penny its own character, personality, and numismatic beauty. The 1974 1-cent coin was struck in 3 main U.S. mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver with a D, mint mark, and San Francisco with an S, mint mark. Philadelphia minted billions of coins without a mint mark, Denver minted billions more, and San Francisco produced both business strikes and special proof coins designed for collectors. Proof coins from 1974 are specially made with mirror-like fields, sharp details, beautiful strike quality, and are usually kept safe in protective cases, meant not for circulation but for collection pride. 1974 is historically special because during this year, the U.S. government was facing rising copper prices. To prepare for possible composition change, experiments were conducted with aluminum 1-cent coins in 1974. Around 1.5 million aluminum cents were reportedly made for testing, but they were never released for circulation because of health risks, vending machine problems, and other practical concerns. Almost all aluminum cents were recalled and destroyed, making the few surviving examples extremely rare and practically illegal to own, giving the 1974 penny year a special place in monetary history. In terms of mintage quantity, billions of 1974 pennies were produced, making regular circulation pieces common. However, in coin collecting, condition matters more than just mintage numbers. A normal circulated 1974 penny usually holds face value, but a sharply struck, bright, untouched uncirculated coin can have higher collector interest. The highest graded mint state coins and flawless proof coins are even more desirable and valuable. The 1974 penny also has interesting error varieties. Collectors look for off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, mis-struck coins, and rare double die errors where letters or numbers appear doubled due to die misalignment during minting. Such rare mistakes can turn a normal-looking penny into a precious collectible worth significantly more. Historically, emotionally, and culturally, the 1974 penny represents an era when American pennies were still made from real copper before switching majorly to zinc composition in 1982. It connects people to American history, the powerful story of President Lincoln, the resilience of a nation, and the transformation of its economy. Many 1974 pennies passed through millions of hands, used in purchases, saved by children, kept in jars, cherished in collections, and preserved as reminders of time and memory. So the 1974 United States 1-cent coin stands not just as a piece of metal, but as a historical symbol of leadership, freedom, craftsmanship, economy, and national pride. From its shining copper finish to its symbolic inscriptions, from its massive production numbers to its rare hidden treasures, from daily pocket change to cherished collectibles, the 1974 Lincoln penny will forever remain an unforgettable chapter in the long, proud history of American coinage. Next video. The United States 1-cent coin of 1961, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, is one of the most widely circulated, historically meaningful, and numismatically interesting coins of America, carrying with it not only the value of 1 cent but also the emotions, leadership, heritage, and economic story of the United States. This 1961 penny belongs to the Lincoln Cent series, which officially began in 1909 to honor the 100th birth anniversary of Abraham Lincoln, one of the greatest leaders in American and world history, the man who led the United States during the Civil War, preserved the Union, abolished slavery, and became a global symbol of courage, justice, and humanity. By the time we reach the year 1961, the Lincoln penny had already been circulating for more than 50 years, yet it still remained powerful, respected, popular, and culturally important. People recognized it instantly, children collected it, families saved it, and the government continued producing it in massive numbers because of its necessity in daily life and its emotional connection to the American people. The obverse, or front side, of the 1961 penny proudly displays the dignified right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln. This portrait was beautifully designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VDB, quietly honor his artistry. Above Lincoln's head appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," symbolizing America's belief, unity, and national character. To the left of Lincoln's portrait is the powerful word, liberty, representing the founding principle of the nation, freedom and equal rights. On the right side of the coin, near Lincoln's shoulder, appears the date, 1961, making it clear which year the coin belongs to, and beside the date there may be a mint mark depending on where the coin was struck. The portrait is elegant, emotional, and iconic, making the coin instantly recognizable worldwide. Turning to the reverse side of the 1961 penny, we see the majestic Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., designed by Frank Gasparo. Above the memorial appears the inscription, United States of America, proudly announcing the nation. Just above the building is the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one, symbolizing unity among the 50 states and diverse people who together form one nation. At the bottom of the reverse side appears the denomination, 1 cent, clearly identifying the coin's value. One of the most fascinating aspects of this design is that if you look closely with magnification, you can actually see a tiny sculpted figure of Abraham Lincoln sitting inside the memorial, making this one of the rare coins in history where the same person appears on both sides of the coin. This beautiful artistic detail makes the 1961 penny not just a piece of currency, but a miniature masterpiece of design. The 1961 Lincoln penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it a strong, rich copper color, a metallic warmth, and a heavier feel compared to modern zinc-based pennies. It weighs about 3.11 grams, has a diameter of around 19 millimeters, and a smooth plain edge. Because of the high copper content, 1961 pennies naturally change color over time. Some remain bright red and shiny when preserved well, some become reddish-brown, and older circulated coins turn darker brown. Each shade represents age, journey, and history, giving every individual penny its own unique identity and story. The 1961 penny was produced in two major United States mints, Philadelphia, which struck coins without any mint mark, and Denver, which struck coins with a D mint mark. Both mints produced extremely large quantities of this coin, resulting in billions of pieces entering circulation. Because of this massive production, the 1961 penny is generally common in circulated condition. However, in coin collecting, what matters most is not just how many were produced, but how well they were preserved. A coin in average circulated condition usually holds only face value, but a bright, untouched, uncirculated coin, especially with strong luster, sharp detail, and minimal marks, becomes much more desirable to collectors. Professional grading services often grade these coins, and higher grades like Mississippi 65 or higher hold significant collector value. Proof coins were not produced in 1961 like later years, but beautifully preserved business strikes still attract great interest. The 1961 penny is also known for certain mint errors and interesting varieties. Collectors love hunting for unusual coins such as off-center strikes, broad strikes, misaligned dies, die cracks, repunched mint marks, especially 1961 DRPM, doubled dies, and clipped planchettes. These rare mistakes were never planned but happened during minting due to pressure, die wear, or alignment issues, and they transform ordinary pennies into rare and valuable collectible treasures. Some strong repunched mint mark varieties for 1961 D pennies are especially popular among coin experts. Historically, the 1961 penny represents an important economic and historical era. America was entering a new technological age, the Cold War period, and preparing for great achievements like space exploration. Yet the penny remained a humble but essential part of daily life, used in shops, vending machines, transportation, savings jars, school allowances, and family traditions. Many 1961 pennies traveled through millions of hands, lived countless life moments, and silently witnessed changing times, economies, and generations. Some were saved in piggy banks, some preserved carefully by collectors, some forgotten in drawers, and some passed down through families as memories of the past. Another important fact about the 1961 penny is that it belongs to the copper era of American cents. In later years, especially in 1982, the composition of pennies changed to primarily zinc with only a thin copper coating due to rising copper prices. Therefore, the 1961 penny, being made of real copper, carries extra charm, authenticity, weight, and nostalgia. Many collectors prefer copper pennies because they feel more solid, more traditional, and more historically genuine. In terms of value, most circulated 1961 pennies are common and usually worth 1 cent, but condition, mint mark, rarity of error, and grading level can make certain examples worth much more. A high-grade uncirculated coin with full red luster can attract premium value. A rare strong error or special die variety can reach significantly high prices among collectors. That is why every 1961 penny should be checked carefully before assuming it is ordinary. Emotionally, culturally, and historically, the 1961 United States 1-cent coin is far more than a small copper disc. It is a symbol of Abraham Lincoln's legacy, American freedom, craftsmanship, national unity, and an unbroken connection between past and present. From its shining copper beauty to its meaningful inscriptions, from its billion-strong production to its rare hidden treasures, from daily pocket change to cherished collectibles, the 1961 Lincoln penny stands as a proud reminder of history, leadership, and time. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new coin story awaits you every next day.